Alright. Am I playing the right game now? God, I feel like a fucking idiot. Of course, that 97, you can't argue with the game on the release date, but of course the 97 refers to the arcade release date, not this one. Because this is just an arcade game. And we up on Twitch yet? Ready? I hope we're ready. I hope this game doesn't take a ridiculous amount of space either, because that would be stupid for a arcade game. But we are ready. It's time. I had a little bit of a snafu, basically. I was all set to go on Vigilante 8, and that's what some of you might be anticipating me playing. But yeah, that's. I fired the game up. I had been looking at the PS1 version of Vigilante 8 even before I started playing. But apparently the N64 port of Vigilante 8 didn't come out till 99. You can't argue. I would say, you know, I was going off wrong information, but even Micro64, the best fan site out there for the N64, had the wrong information. But you can't argue with the game itself when you fire it up and it says 1999. You go, shit. If this did come out in 97, I would have been supposed to play it by now anyway. So, this is Rampage World Tour. Awesome stuff. I mean, the thing about this, I love this game. I've played this since I was a kid. And it's a really, really great arcade game. I don't think anybody is going to argue with that. However, I do have a little bit of anxiety about the, basically having it be a port, because it's one of those things like, I don't know if this game's necessarily made to be a full console experience. It's kind of like Robotron, where like, man, I really love this game, this is a good game, but it's a lot of the same thing over and over again, and I think that's what people's complaint is with stuff like this. It becomes it's a different beast altogether, not to make a pun about that or anything, but it's a different beast when you play it in an arcade, when you play it on an arcade compilation, because it's on Midway Arcade Treasures 2, which has this and some of my other favorite arcade games of all time. But if we're talking about N64 games, this is not what you think of unless you played it for the system as a kid. And I didn't even play this on this system as a kid. I think I played on PS1 though. But same difference. Console versions of this game, they're an entirely different situation.
Clearly, the creature's goal is to wipe scumlabs from the face of the earth.
So the thing about today is I have the time. I really want to get started on the next game because I'm really rolling along, really enjoying it. It's so fun playing some of these games, some of which I'm familiar with, some of them I'm not. I mean, I just played Quake, which is a game that was mostly new to me. I think I had more experience with Quake 2 before I played that one, so. You know, it's so much fun, and we're really getting into the thick of things where there's a lot of exciting games. The whole console's library is really starting to take shape, which is cool. I don't want that. What? I thought that was a muscular arm. I thought that was a bicep. Dude, you gotta have more veins on it if I'm supposed to know. I think if I remember correctly, I do not want that, I don't want the, toilet paper roll, and I don't want the nuke symbol. Ice cream! Did I get that? So yeah, it's the games are starting to be, like, released more consistently. You're starting to see games like a month where I had, maybe 6 or 7 games to play. Beginning of the year was actually pretty slow. And still felt like games that weren't really up to snuff for the system yet, unless they were, Nintendo games. This is actually funny, because this is one of the ones that I was always under the impression was older for this system than it is, because it's a simpler game and it's an arcade port. So, you know, as we get into the more complex games, you can tell, like, well, oh well, you know, they were making newer games for this system. They're making new N64 games from the ground up. You know, it's like arcade ports. You know, not to say sports titles necessarily, because sports titles come out every year, multiple every year. But like, you can kind of pinpoint a system's earlier style games, like either if you know the system or you just know the kind of games that companies make early on in the system's life, as opposed to at the end. Yeah. Give me the teddy bear! God damn it! Actually, that's a thing that I was wondering about. It does seem to me that this game was going to have infinite continue, so it's just going to be one run straight through, pretty much, of this. And like, I swear to God, like 200 levels of this, which is my concern with it. Well, no, Robotron had 200 levels. This is still going to have a fuck ton of levels. Stop breathing in smoke. What's my train of thought? This, I think, because of the nature of it, like you can see, they're still they're not SNES quality sprites for sure. They're definitely a little bit past that point. What is that thing that I ate before and people were upset and Lizzie puked? I still don't know what that is. I have the manual for this, and it's also in Nintendo Power. And I actually realized Nintendo Power is the most reliable way for me to actually nail down the general... I forget this. I always remember this flag thing. I don't remember. Am I supposed to keep hitting it, or is it just to dick around with? I don't... Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done with you. Okay. I don't know. Is it... What is that? I'll have to check the Nintendo Power for this, actually. That's another thing. It's weird. The Nintendo Power issue that the feature on Rampage World Tour is like 6 pages long, and I'm like, how did they get 6 pages out of this? They just keep fucking telling you, like, more different types of power-ups. Like I get it at this point. I get which ones are good and which, to be fair, I really don't at this point. But it's one of those things like, wow, they put way too much information on this. They literally dissected the whole game, which is Nintendo Power's prerogative. I get that. And yeah, so with this, I was excited to start any new game today. I had time. Just kind of, for the most part, just like kind of laying back, and after I do a bit of this, I'm actually just gonna take my 64 out on the porch. We have a TV set up out there. I have an extra power cord I can take out there with me. I keep trying to time these fucking neon signs. Okay. Get the guy at his desk. He's just trying to work on animation. Just trying to draw SpongeBob. It's 2 years away. Now we'll never get SpongeBob. That was fucking Steven Hillenburg, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna take this motherfucker out on the porch and just wail away at some Rampage levels. That'll be fun. Oh my god. Maybe if I get tired of it, you know, as you are wont to do when you play fucking Rampage on your console.
Clean it up. There's no telling what effect another toxin might have.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Okay, so don't hit the fucking balloons that have bombs on them, I guess. Cool. Anyway. Fucking YouTube comments and shit. Whenever I get a YouTube comment, I don't even know, like, right off the bat if it's a bot or if it's, you know, a real person who just happened to be on my video. Ah, that was not what I wanted. With this, I always want to be able to bounce on those low buildings, and then bounce up to the ones that are on top. But they're in the there's a foreground and a background to that shit, so it never actually works that way. I keep thinking I can do that. I guess I can't. I don't know if I get hurt because of that, or if it's just like, no, you just go back to the ground. You lose a bit of time and rhythm. Guy taking a shit. There's 3 buttons when you play Rampage. There's jump, punch, and kick, and you never ever use kick unless you're actively thinking about, you know what I haven't done? I haven't kicked anything in a while. So, like, unless you're like trying to get something that's not even true. I don't know, unless you really think about it, like I'm thinking about it right now, and if one of those helicopters had flown by my feet, I would have been like, oh, I will kick them. And that would be quicker. Yeah, you kick people, but you have punch and you grab them. I guess kicking is there if you want to destroy something, but not eat it. I don't know. Or hump the buildings, I remember this now. Get the fucking UFO. Keep hitting it. You get points, which serve no purpose because I'm playing a console game. And I only have myself to compete with. What's the continue count for me at this point? Am I really getting my ass kicked, or I don't know. Alright, that's annoying. Get the fucking tanks that can just keep wailing away on you. That's not cool. Guy eating the paper. Eating the paper. Reading the paper. I eat the guy reading the paper. There we go. That's what I want. I want to be able to jump from one building to the next one, regardless of whether or not they're in the foreground or the background, and just ignore all that shit that the game's probably designed that way. Yeah, it's Midway. They didn't put that much thought into things. All the fucking military and cops have bazookas, which is bullshit. It's not 2017 yet, guys. You're not supposed to have those things. Anything else to do in here? Oh, there's this one building here. Save the clock tower. Oh, there's an alien. I ate the alien. Nice. When do you get to save? Because it supports controller pack. I know that. It gets to save. But, like, what? I read there was something in the manual about having autosave set up, and I'm like, alright, I don't really have... I mean, I can have it do autosave, I suppose, but when do I have to set that up? That menu was bare bones. Oh, gee, that little house was in the fucking background, so I don't get to just jump on it. You're not getting away from me. There you go. Death breath. Nice. I remember that. It's a mausoleum. Oh, you're not supposed to eat the skeletons because they're in the mausoleum and they're just bones. Damn dry bones. Little jetpack dude is my least favorite enemy in this game. Even worse than the tanks. Just want to fucking just reach your arm out and grab him out of midair, and for some reason that's not like the option. There we go. Ah, no, I get the people. Eat them. Eat them all. Fuck. Is that a weight? Yeah, I love doing the pepper because it's not bad. It's not food though. A couple of gold. Okay. Just kick that guy into a pile of goo. I didn't even step on him, I just kicked him. Get. Okay, now I'm on this building. Eat the guy in his bed. Just trying to chill. Was he coming up the stairs? Was that what the guy was doing? Ah, give me the doll! Yes! Yep, I got you. Yeah. Eat the hot dog cart. Whatever that is. How is that not good? It's full of hot dogs. Sometimes your fucking taste baffles me. You're a monster. If there's something good worth eating inside of it, then you want to eat it. There's hot dogs inside that thing. You're fine. There's some sort of food in it. I'll tell you that much. Oh my god. Punch the fucking spaceship. Jesus. Do not let these guys fuck with you. Okay. I'm gonna grab the fucking the commercial jets. See what they give me. Fucking hell. Yes. Teddy bear. Yeah. So the way you do it. Complete. Oh. These things. I can destroy these fucking pyramids. That's horrible. So they got all those people at the end there. I hope there's something like after every 10 levels or something, because I'm gonna keep doing this. Oh, something I will say about this. Sometimes these games, whether they're arcade games or there's just something in particular about them, there's a lot of value in like, you know, just checking out what the codes do and shit. So that's one thing that I'm actually looking forward to doing is popping in the Game Shark and seeing what I get out of it. Oh, fuck you, Tank, really? Fucking... I'm just anticipating that it's gonna kill me because this is fucking bullshit. Somebody's at my door. I think it's a cat. It might actually be a cat. I don't know. You can see the thing is with these arcade games, like, they don't always translate that well to like late 90s and onward consoles. Yeah, I think it's just a needy ass cat. But like these arcade games, even if they were arcade games at the time, and it's great to have them be playable at home, we were so past this point for, you know, for games that we would put hours into, because like the thing about this game is unless you turn out to be really good at it, you don't want to play the same exact kind of level over and over and over again for however many levels it is. Like, it's the same thing with Robotron. Like, I did last a good amount in Robotron because I was decent at it, but even then when I was getting up there in the levels, like I was I was like, wow, there's still like, you know, I'd be on level 60 and be like, wow, I have 140 levels left to go. Like, goddamn, I don't know why they did that. So, with this, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, when you're in the arcade and you basically play this to last as long as you can last, and that's never all that long. You know, that's how it's designed. But, like, I should be getting to the end of the game so many times and only going by how much more I want to play. And then saying, well, okay, I'm done now. Like, I guess I'm not going to bother continue playing because, you know, I can go play something else. With this, you've sunk $60 to $70 on it, and then I guess you feel obligated to play it at that point. Gary totally destroyed. Yeah, fucking take that, Gary. Twisted Metal bonus. Oh my god. Twisted Metal. I'd rather be playing Twisted Metal after this point. Like, that's not true. I'm actually, like, I'm still enjoying this game. It's not that. It's just that I know where this is gonna end up. It's predictable at this point where I'm gonna end up with it. And that's why, as much as I will enjoy a game like this, it's just the lasting impression. That's all it is. It's because I really do I like Rampage. I'd rather own Rampage and stuff on the Midway Arcade Treasures collection because I know that right away I can go and just play something else that's on the same disc. Alright. What the fuck is up with the saving? Disabled. Well, fine. I guess that's the way it's gonna be. That's fine then. I guess because I can just skip to the level I was at. But anyway, yeah, that's the way it is. It's probably worth at least maybe doing one more video for Rampage just to see the other levels. But it is going to be mostly the same thing, so you know, don't overstay your welcome with this game. And that's my plan. I'm just going to keep playing, and then at some point, down on the left there, on the bottom left, it says adjust option value, and right next to it, it looks like they didn't change. No, stop. It looks like they didn't change the buttons from the PlayStation version. They did it with A and stuff, obviously, as you can see A right there, but those look more like the PS1 D-pad. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is Rampage time. I'll go throw some more levels at it and see where I end up. Bye-bye.